All right, guys, so I'm picking up where we left off from our first video. And so we're talking about processing the notes. We said we had to think about them, that we want to collaborate. We want to do this within a certain amount of time of taking the notes. But what do we mean by revising our notes? So when we go through our notes, this is what we mean by revising. We want to underline, highlight, circle things that are important, that need to stand out, that we need to remember. We need to question, well, what was the purpose of this? Why did this happen? Why did he go from this place to this place during this war? Sometimes we write extra information in that we don't need. This can include deleting. But when we delete something, we don't need to scribble and scratch and make our notes messy. We just need to draw a line through it. We need to classify, add, organize, or chunk. So how can I put my notes in order? Maybe I can even get a colored pen and draw lines between where one topic starts, one topic ends, so I can separate it. And then even remember like the outline idea, where I start with the main idea, I indent with a less important idea, and I indent with details. So these are some things that you can do to revise your notes. Underline, highlight, circle, question, ask questions, delete, organize, chunk. Now, again, these are your notes. Do you have to underline and highlight and circle and question and delete? No, because again, some of you are very particular about how you write and like things to look. So I'm not going to sit there and say you must highlight. Some of you don't like a lot of extra colors, so you might underline. Some of you might need to circle or put a star or put a big question mark if you wrote something down that you don't understand. But the idea, guys, is you can't just have your notes in front of you and just read and read and read. By doing this, you're actually interacting with your notes. You're touching your notes. You're looking. You're trying to determine what is important enough to highlight, to underline. All right? So that's where this comes in. If you don't like to highlight, only underline. Maybe underline with a different color. You don't like to circle, you like to highlight, highlight and underline. Okay? You don't want to mark anything out because you're afraid it might be important. Don't mark anything out. Guys, they're your notes, but you have to physically go back in and interact with your notes. That way you can commit them to memory and you can understand what's going on. All right, when you identify main ideas and supporting details, you select what it is, you sort it out, you classify it, and organize it. So this is going to be mainly for people who do like to write more in this outline type format, where what I can do is I can look through my notes and I can select certain pieces that go together and maybe move them over here. I sort through what I wrote out and then move it over here. I classify it. Is this a person? Is this a place? Is this a thing? Is this an event? And then I organize all that in a way that makes sense. So yes, believe it or not, there are some people who will just write notes so they can keep up. And then they will go back and rewrite notes so then it makes more sense to them. Are you required to rewrite your notes? No. And don't think I said that. It's on video. You don't have to rewrite them. But if it works for you and it helps you understand the content better, might be something you want to consider. All right, we're going to go ahead and go into phase 3, and then we're going to stop our lesson today, and then I will pick up with this on Friday. So now we need to connect. We need to make connections between what I wrote down, what I revised and highlighted, and what was new to what I need to do with these notes. So now I need to kind of think beyond what's on the paper. And we'll explain that. So I want to ask questions about the notes. So again, if I am in science class and we're looking at certain formulas and we're looking at parts of a plant or we're looking at physics, I want to ask questions about what I wrote down. Well, how does this relate to X? How do I determine which formula is the correct formula? What do I do if this? Okay, so I'm going to ask questions about the notes, things that I want to know that might actually help me prepare for the test. So think of a war. Well, why did he decide to move his troops from the east to the west? Why did they go ahead and fight their first battle here instead of over here? So think of the things that you wrote down and try to think beyond that. Remember, we said to inquire, to research, to question. But you also want it to be, think of it this way. What are some questions my teacher could ask me on the test or the quiz? I'd want to know what the question is because I have my notes, which are the answers, but I also want to understand what's happening in these notes. And then I want to add some original thinking. And what it means by that, guys, is if you think like, wow, I don't think this guy was really smart in making his decision to move his troops when he did, because if he would have thought about the weather, if he would have thought about the number of troops that were dying, then he may not have left at that time. So that might not be something the teacher brought up, but I'm thinking about it because of what we've discussed in class. Now, asking questions, comprehension, prediction. So what are questions to help me comprehend? Who was the leader of this particular war? When was this particular war? Prediction. What would happen if? Anomaly. We won't worry about that. Apply. How do I apply this information? How do I plan and strategize using this information? Original thinking. Connect to what I already know. Well, I already know that in this war, they are losing big time. Content from the course or from outside of the course. Well, 3 weeks ago, we were discussing this, and this is the exact same thing. Your life or the world around you, most likely you haven't been in a war, but sometimes making bad decisions. We've made bad decisions, right? And then again, think back to your note-taking purpose. What do I want to add to my notes based upon why I'm taking the notes? If this is a quiz or a test or memorizing vocabulary, I want to add things that's going to help me remember my vocabulary, add things that's going to help me prepare for the test, right? Right. So phase 3, guys, you want to return to the notes. Remember, with that inquiry, that research, that question, but why, but how? And learning makes sense when it's connected to things that we know, what we've experienced, how we've used it. Like I remember in 9th grade when my social studies teacher talked about migration and how people moved from one country to another. And it makes me think of what's going on with this war. Making some connection to something you already know. Learners should ask questions they really want to find the answers to, truly want to discuss. So was it really so important for us to go into battle against this particular country? How would things have been different if we actually were allies with this country instead of against this country? So little things like that that really are going to make you connect and think about what's happening. Now, our next phase is going to be summarizing, but we're going to stop here. So guys, remember you need to take notes of everything that we just went over. If you need to rewatch the video, rewatch the video, and then you need to submit your notes. If you took 2 pages, I need to see 2 pages. All right. Thanks, guys. Be ready for some more notes Friday. Bye.